Good evening and welcome to the March 23rd council meeting. Members of the public will provide the following methods to watch and participate in this open meeting. Attend in person at the North Dumfries Community Complex, attend electronically via Zoom to observe the meeting or to speak to an item on the agenda. Watch the live stream by assessing the meeting on the Township's YouTube page. Submit written comments to the clerk's division that were provided to council members and will form part of the public record. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank everyone for joining us this evening. We appreciate your participation as we come together to serve our community. I ask that we create a welcoming and positive environment for everyone that includes respect, that we listen to each other with care and speak thoughtfully and engage kindly with one another. Kindness, that we treat everyone, council, staff, and the public with respect and understanding and inclusion, that we embrace diverse perspectives and respect each other's opinions. Together, we can make this meeting space one where respect, kindness, and inclusion are at the heart of everything we do. Behaviors that disrespectful, disruptive, aggressive, or intimidating will result in those individuals being asked to leave. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Can I have approval of the general council Tilly, please?
Moved by myself, second by Councilor Roman, that council adopt the March 23rd, 2026 council meeting agenda, as presented with the following amendment and addendum.
I'd like to put your mic on, please. Otherwise, I don't, yes, we do, because it's for the public. Carry on, I apologize.
Of course. One, add closed session as item 6 and renumber the other agenda items accordingly. 2, add item 14.2.9, report number CLK 09/2026, filming request in downtown air.
All those in favor? Carry. Thank you. And I'd now like to do the Indigenous acknowledgement. We acknowledge the land on which we gather today is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, and the Innu people. We acknowledge the enduring presence of the Indigenous people with whom we share this land today, their achievements and their contributions to our community. We offer this acknowledgement as an act of reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples of Canada. And we'll briefly reflect on respecting each other, all our differences. We are a diverse country, and we should embrace that. So let's just follow in. Thank you. Is there any disclosure between your interest or general nature board? Councilor Larson.
Closed session item 6.2 and possibly open or close again at 17:1.
Thank you. And now the motion, Councilor Rowland, to go into vote, please.
Moved by myself, second by Councilor Williams, that council move into a closed meeting session at 6:02 p.m. for Senior Municipal Act Section S2392 to discuss one report number CAO 08/2026 presentation discussion with consultant from Heshe and Associates pay equity and wage compensation review for non-union personnel, labor relations, or employee negotiations. Municipal Act Section 292D. And 2, report number CAO 09/2026, proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by municipality or local board, so Act Section 239 SC.
All those in favor? Carry. Thank you. Can I have the motion, please?
Moved by myself, seconded by Councilor Tilly, that council reconvene into open session at 7:06 p.m.
All those in favor? Okay, thank you. This is, okay, sorry, that's nothing, we're not doing any of that yet. Yeah. So moving for the minute, please, Councilor Lawson.
Moved by myself, second by Councilor Tilly, that council approve the following meeting minutes. Council meeting minutes dated March 9th, 2026.
All those in favor? Okay, thank you. Is there any Anyone wish to lift anything from the consent agenda? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please, Council Williams?
Moved by myself, seconded by Council Wasner, that the following information items as listed on the March 23, 2026 consent agenda be received. 13.1.1, report number CLK 05 2026, permission to larvicide, request from the region of Waterloo Public Health. And then 30.2.1 communications, A, resolution received from the region of Waterloo regarding the Blue Box program. B, resolution received from the Prince Edward County regarding OPP Sustainable Police Services funding. And C, resolution received from the town of Whitby regarding a request for a comprehensive review of the provincial municipal fiscal framework.
I will begin. Carrie, thank you. Okay, next up we have report number 14.2.1, proposed lifting holding provision, file number ZC 07/20 for 2224 Cedar Creek Road. Any questions from the public on this one? Seeing none. Any questions from council? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please, Council Woman?
Madam Mayor, moved by myself, seconded by Council Williams, that report number P 17-2026 be received. And that council is satisfied that the condition required to lift the holding provision has been fulfilled. And that bylaw number 3630-26 be a bylaw to remove the holding H symbol from the property located at 2224 Cedar Creek Road, concession 11, part lot 25, part lot 26, and part lot 27, within the boundaries of subdivision file number 30T 20303, and subject to site-specific exemption 20.1.339 be enacted.
All those in favor? Carrie, thank you. Next, we have 14.2.2, report number BLE 03/2026, backyard chicken bylaw review. Any comments from the public? Councilors, Councilor Osmer.
Just one quick question about the limitations of it. I understand no meat, no slaughter, stuff like that, but what's the problem with people selling eggs? I thought that was kind of the idea of having chickens, so you have some natural, free run. I don't understand what the issue with the problem is, like, why put it in the bylaw, you can't sell eggs?
Madam Mayor, to Councilor Oster, in review of other legislation that is currently within the Corporation of Township or Dumfries zoning bylaw, sales are not permitted at home businesses, and also checking other bylaws throughout the township surrounding us. They all say no sale, meat, chicken, or manure.
See, McMahon.
So, Madam Mayor, just to add on to what Mr. Harris has just shared with you, so it was to try and align the home-based business, because these are typically in residential settings, and we did not want commercial activity in our home-based businesses, because that conflicts with adjacent property owners as people come and go. But the other is that the presentation was to provide food and nourishment for the household, and that the meat and or the eggs were for the consumption by the family as a way of augmenting and reducing reliance on buying things at grocery stores. Hence why it's framed in the manner in which it was.
Councilor Osmer.
There's such a small limit on the amount of chickens, I can't see heavy traffic. It's not like you've got 100 chickens and you're gonna have 10 cars a day stop by and buy eggs. That's fine, everywhere you drive, everywhere you go, there's eggs for sale. Anybody that has chicken is selling eggs. I think it's a good healthy option for our residents, but like I said, it is a small amount of chicken, so I don't know how big sales will be, so I don't know how big of an issue it is. I just asked the question as to why the option's not there.
May I ask, can you have any amount of chickens?
It's the way the bylaw is set up in draft form right now. The amount of chickens would be 4 for residential, under 2 acres in size. And over 2 acres in size would be 10 maximum. The bylaw is just in draft, and this only applies to residentially zoned properties. Does not apply to anything that's agriculturally zoned.
Thank you. Any other questions, councillors? Seeing none, the motion, please, Councillor Austin.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Tully, that BLE report number 03/2026 be received and the staff be authorized to initiate a public consultation and engagement process to solicit input from interested members of the community. And that staff return to the June 1, 2026 meeting with a follow-up report to council.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you. And next we have report number 06/2026, use of corporate resources for municipal election purposes, policy. Any questions from the public? And questions from council? Seeing none, I have a motion to Councillor Tully.
Moved by myself, second by Council Williams, that CLK report number 06/2026 be received and that council adopt the use of corporate resources for municipal election purposes policy for the 2026 municipal election.
Okay, thank you. All those in favor? Carried, thank you. And next is 14.2.4, report number 07/2026, 2026 municipal election recount policy. Any questions from the public? You're so well behaved. Any questions from council? Can I have the motion, please, Councillor Williams?
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Williman, that CLP report number 07/2026 be received. And that council enact bylaw number 3628-26 be a bylaw to adopt a recount policy for the 2026 municipal elections.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you. And next is report number 08/2026, restricted acts of council named up period and delegation of responsibility. Once again, happy. Do you know what a named up is? Do you know what a named up? It's not really one, it's council once it's up for re-election. We are not allowed to make decisions for the future council, so we can't spend money or anything, we're very restricted. And any councilors, Councillor Williams?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Through you to staff, one thing that I wasn't sure was clear was about the transparency of this. So how would the public know if the CEO needs to make these decisions? Are these decisions still part of the council agenda as something to be received, or is they put on the website? That was my question.
CEO McNally.
Madam Mayor, including Councillor Williams, as we've done at the following 2018 election, following the 2022 election. The first council meeting after the election is a report that forms part of your agenda that confirms if and under what circumstances the CAO had to exercise one of the provisions that have been delegated. In the 2018, 2022 elections, the report declared that there were no actions undertaken.
Any other questions? The motion, Councillor Terry, please.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Williams, that CLK report number 08/2026 be received. And then council enacted a bylaw number 3629-26, being a bylaw to delegate council's authority as per section 275-6 of the municipal act to the chief administrative officer for the period of August 21st, 2026 to October 26th, 2026, and October 26th, 2026 to November 14th, 2026. To A, make any disposition of any real or personal property of the municipality outside the most recent budget adopted by council that has a value exceeding $50,000 at the time of disposal. B, make any expenditures or incur any other liability outside the most recent budget adopted by council, which exceeds $50,000. C, have the authority to hire or dismiss any employee or appoint or remove from office any officer of the municipality with the Township of North Dumfries. Thank you. 3, and that this bylaw shall only come into force in the event where determined by a clerk that less than 75% of the current members of council will be returning to sit on the new council after nomination day, which is August 21st, 2026, or after election day, which is October 26, 2026.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you. Okay, next is Finance Report 05/2026/2025, Council Remuneration Expenses. Any questions from the public? Any questions from council? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please, Council Nolan?
Moved by myself, seconded by Council Williams, that Fin Report 05/2026 council remuneration expenses for 2025 be received. That the council remuneration expenses for 2025 be posted on the township's website.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you. 14.2.7 Financial Report 2026/2026 Community Grant Program Allocation Funds. Questions on the public? Just thumbs up, okay. Questions from council? Can I have the motion, please, Councilor? Oh, my apologies, Councilor Rose.
So Madam Mayor, I'm just looking on the table that was the summary of the 2026 grant applications on page 82 of our package. And it wasn't entirely clear to me which items were cash versus which ones were in lieu of. So I was just wondering, with the grant awards, if we could just maybe have just a quick summary, if that's possible. Thank you.
Please, Christina?
Yes, my apologies for not making that completely clear. Going down the list, the Air Scouts, it was recommended that they receive a cash award. The Air Community Theater would have their fees waived for rental of facilities. The Junior Achievement would have a $2,000 cash award. The Air Pike Band would have fees waived for the use of their space. The Grand River Pride would be waiving of the approximately $132 of the rental of the pavilion, and then a small cash. The balance would be a cash award to assist with their costs. For the Air Islamic Center, it would be waiving of fees up to $2,500. For no award was recommended for the Doctors for Cambridge. The Kiwanis Club of North Dumfries, it would be waiving their fees, and I believe it was a $500 cash award. Porchlight would be a cash donation. Rare Charitable Research would be a cash donation. The school fair would be waiving of the fees.
Seeing no other questions, can I have the motion, please, Councilor Osmer?
Move by myself, second by Councilor Tilly, that FIN report number 06/2026 be received and that council authorizes the treasurer director of corporate service to direct grant allocations for 2026, which total $39,980 to the listed groups and organizations as recommended by the community grant working group as follows. Porchlight 4,000, Air Pride 885, Air First Scouts 2,500, Air Pipe Band 4,700, Air Islamic Society 2,500, Junior Achievement Southwestern Ontario 2,000, Air Community Theater Group 17,400, Kiwanis Club of North Dumfries 1,710, North Dumfries School Fair Committee 2,285, $2,285, and Rare Charitable Research Reserve $2,000. And that for the grant award to the Junior Achievement Southwestern Ontario be contingent upon the delivery of the program at one or more of the local elementary schools in North Dumfries.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you.
Madam Mayor, if I could just thank the councilors for their support. Here for being listened to that. Thanks very much again, and we hope to have a very successful again Easter egg hunt. We have over 300 people last year, so we're looking forward to it, and we probably have eggs for all you guys too.
And please tell us the date again of the Easter.
April the 4th.
April the 4th. And it's an amazing.
A week Sunday.
Hey, thank you very much. Take care. 14.2.8, report number CAO 07/2026, follow-up Cambridge Aggregate Inc. proposal to increase annual tonnage limit aggregate license number 60771. Questions from the public? Questions from council? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please, Councillor Williams?
Moved by myself, seconded by Council Oscar, that CEO report number 07-2026 be received. And that council advises the Minister of Natural Resources that the municipality has no objections to the increase in the annual tonnage limit or the increase to 1.5 million tons applicable to the current operation of license number 607701 in support of the extraction, processing, stockpiling, and shipping of materials derived from the property boundaries of the licensed area. And I staff be directed to submit this resolution to the Minister of Natural Resources on this amendment request as filed by Cambridge Aggregates Inc.
All those in favor? Okay, thank you. Yeah, you guys are film guys, right?
Yes.
All right, I was doing. Okay, your minutes. 14.2.9 report number flip 09/2026, filming request in downtown air. Note Jeremy Pinard, location manager with the film company, is in attendance. Which one? Hi, Jeremy. Okay, any questions from the public? Any questions from council? Council Roman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The only question that I think council has really is, will we be in the film? Will we be extras? What's our role gonna be in this?
There are people that get paid way more.
You make a really good villain.
It's a lot.
You can tell such a strict council. Council Williams.
Very quickly it becomes.
Will this impact the school bus routes? And will the school boards also be notified if this passes?
This is the third time we've had filming downtown air, and I think it's the third time. Because there was the one in 2002, and then there was yeah, GFK one. And so this will be the third, and they do a really good job.
We're a big deal.
Yeah. No, but anyway, we do a good job. They really, really do.
But. So
They're
the school
doing
boards
so much
will-
money. Completely. Right, guys?
Sure.
Yep.
Thank you.
So the motion is Council Roman, please.
Madam Mayor, moved by myself, second by Council Tilly, that CLK report number 09/2026 be received, and that council grant the exemption from the noise bylaw number 3421-23 on Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, from 7 AM to 8 PM. On Thursday, April 9th, 2026, from 12 noon to 1 AM. On Friday, April 10th, 2026, for the purpose of film production that may produce amplified sound in downtown air. And that council authorize intermittent temporary traffic stoppages that will occur under the coordination of Director of Engineering of Public Works and the Water Regional Police Service affecting Piper Street, Church Street, and Stanley Street between Northumberland Street and Piper Street on April 8th, 2026, and April 9th, 2026, to accommodate a film production undertaking.
All those in favor? What's the film?
It's a mini series called The System. So it's for FX and Disney.
Oh, cool. So it's not political.
No.
Thank God. No.
Working on the Handmaid's Tale, it's
Oh,
not really.
wow.
It's not a very sweet show, but it's better than
You don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting, although I know it's riveting. You can leave whatever you want.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you, guys. Councilor Tilly addressing homelessness in the community.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Wonderful teenager from our wonderful North Dumfries sent this really in-depth email, and didn't actually talk to her in person, but it really did show me that there's somebody, and I love the fact that there's a young person interested in politics in our community. So I wanted to bring that forward to council as a conversation topic. And then I looked at this really, really well-written motion that is now sitting in front of me here. And I think that says pretty much everything that I would expect. I don't know if anybody else has any comments about it. I do know myself that I myself have seen very limited experience of that in North Dumfries, but that may be something I'm missing.
CEO McNeely and then Councilor Lutz.
So Madam Mayor, just to assist Councillor Tilly. The current data sets that the region works from on homelessness is very much city centric. And they actually do periodic, I use the word field surveys to gain appreciation of homelessness. And then we're looking at varying age cohorts. obviously, we're interested in understanding youth versus adults versus seniors, but then also men and women. So there's surveys do that, but it's largely focused on the three cities. So Engage Rural, which is a series of social service groups that generally serve the 4 townships. So Langs would be part of Engage Rural as an example, as is Porch Lake. They have been provided seed funding from the region's housing and homelessness division to actually undertake a little bit more of an analysis of what is or what constitutes homelessness in the rural townships and trying to quantify what that looks like to better assist the region as they look at developing future programs and or try to access provincial and federal dollars, and then migrating potentially some of those dollars back into the 4 townships through Engage Rural. Madam Mayor and I met with
Kristen?
the individual that's been championed to undertake this work through Engage Rural on behalf of the 4 townships approximately 5 weeks ago. So there is some work being done. There's been an identified gap. The region heard that. And so hopefully later this calendar year, we'll see a report generated through Engage Rural that will better inform what this looks like. And from that, there may be some actionable items.
You should see the team. It's an amazing team. It's an amazing group, and they're already coming out to the rural areas and dealing with stuff. And Kristen runs it. She's just a powerhouse and really wants to look after taken care of. So can I have the motion, please,
I
Councilor?
think Councilor.
Oh, Councilor Wams, I apologize.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just maybe a question through you, Mayor, to Councilor Tilly, that the letter mentioned like a lot of homelessness in Ward 4, and I wasn't I know there is homelessness across North Dumfries, but I wasn't aware of any particular like increases in Ward 4 or Clyde, Branston areas, but maybe I'm just missing something.
I read it, Councilor.
Sorry, this is gonna be speculation, based on my travels through. And maybe it's the corridor between Cambridge and Clyde, with the residents or the unresidential people that are living in the Foreston area there off of 97. So that's my guess. I'm definitely planning on following up with Ms. Lucia to see what she's looking at and to give her some follow-up on what the staff is saying is gonna happen.
See you on the minute.
So Madam Mayor, we do have from time to time some very limited placement of tents, usually 1 to 3 in number. And they have been in and around the edges of urban Cambridge, and like literally just over that magical line. And Justin Harris, working with WRPS and Langs, has been moving people into some form of housing. It's very low key. It's very transitional, done in a very respectful manner. It is not frequent. It's not large by number. The other thing is, and this is something that is going to be coming out of this analysis that I mentioned a moment ago, our youth couch surfing
That's right.
is a form of homelessness.
Yeah.
Mm.
They may be removed from the household and they may not have the financial wherewithal to access services. They may not be aware of the services. And so they move through the community on friends' couches. That is a form of homelessness. So it doesn't always have to be in the form of an encampment. And we're trying to better understand, gauge the extent, because you cannot compare the 3 cities to the 4 townships.
Councilor Williams.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I think I'd also just want to reiterate just the work that Langs has been doing, as particularly recently tackling homelessness. They've been in this area. They've been really keen on identifying people who are in need, and I've also witnessed them really step up and really do some amazing stuff for people in situations where homelessness is imminent. So I just wanted to say that this partnership that we have with them is a really wonderful blessing for our community.
And on the backside of that, I'd like to commend Justin. You wouldn't believe what this gentleman does for our community and for the people in our community. And you're an unsung hero. You do a lot, and this is just another add-on. And we're honored and proud of you for what you do. So thank you. We've read the motion? No, we have not. Councillor Tilly, did you?
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Oster, that the email correspondence with Yasin Musa addressing homelessness in our community be received, and that the email correspondence from Yasmin Musa be forwarded through the Region of Waterloo Community Service Department, Housing and Shelter Services, and with Engage Rural, and that the Region of Waterloo and Engage Rural advise Township Council as to how homelessness across the rural countryside of Waterloo region can be addressed in a proactive and caring manner.
Andrew, can we ask Engage Rural to come sometime and speak to us about what they do or what's going on? Thank you so much. All those in favor? Carry. Thank you. And Councilor Williams.
Moved by myself and by Council Williams, that the council move into a closed meeting session at 7:33 p.m. pursuant to SWAC section 2392 to discuss one report number CEO 08.16 pay equity and wage competition review for non-union personnel, labor relations or employee negotiations with section 2392D, and report number CEO 09.26 for pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality or local boards or act section 239 2C of this.
All those in favor? Carry. Thank you. Are you running away, Irene?
Just getting ready to run down and take all the pictures of the film goals.
Ready on.
Really? Good, good.
You, are you that last?
I hear from first part.
Yeah. Oh, look at one TV.
It's a nice one. That's the only.
Yeah, when I get back here. We are live.
You not have a very
Thank you. Councilor Williams, the motion, please.
Moved by myself, second by Councilor Tilly, that council reconvene into open session at 7:43 p.m.
All those in favor? Carry. Thank you. And I believe Councilor Williams, you have the motion, please.
Moved by myself, second by Council Williams, that council authorize the issuance of a notice of fulfillment of condition to finalize the transaction to acquire the property located at 10 Water Street Air. And that the treasurer be authorized to fund the purchase price of 10 Water Street Air in the amount of $1,250,000 through internal cash held by the municipality. And that the treasurer be authorized to fund the payment of the land transfer tax associated with the purchase of 10 Water Street, estimated to be $21,475. Be drawn from the land sales reserve account, that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute any documents or agreements necessary to finalize the transaction to purchase a property located at 10 Water Street Air.
All those in favor? Carry. Thank you. We just keep, they just, oh, that, and the other report is Staff has been given direction to proceed providing more information. And now we are on the bylaw. So let's move on. Please.
Move by myself, seconded by Council Roman, that the following bylaw be read at first and second time. Bylaw number 3628-26 being a bylaw to adopt a recount policy for the 2026 municipal elections. 2, bylaw number 3629-26 being a bylaw to delegate council's authority as per section 275(6) of the Municipal Act to the chief administrative officer for the period of August 21st, 2026 to October 26th, 2026, and October 26th, 2026 to November 14th, 2026. 3, bylaw number 3630-26 being a bylaw to amend bylaw number 3561-25 being an amendment to general zoning bylaw number 689-83 for the release of holding symbol applied to 224 Cedar Creek Road subdivision file number 330T-203303. 4, bylaw number 3631-26 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the council on March 23rd, 2026.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you. And Councilor Tilly, final reading of the bylaws.
The bylaw number 3628-26, moved by myself, seconded by Councilor Roman, that bylaw number 3628-26, 3629-26, 3630-26, and 3631-26 be read a third and final time, signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk.
All those in favor? And Councilor Roman, please.
Moved by myself, second by Council Williams, that whereas business before the council meeting has been completed at 7:36 p.m. and be resolved at this meeting. Adjourned.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you.